Rhymney 1841. In continuation of the virtual tours of Rhymney's earlier videos, we take a further look at the area of Bedwellty. This extends to Tredegar, Bryn Mawr, Beaufort, Ebbw New Tredegar, Turfill, Phillipstown and Aberystwyth, but excludes Blackwood and areas in between. We concentrate on Rhymney, the lands of the Marquess of Bute, the Duke of Beaufort and Sir Charles Morgan, significantly owned or occupied by the Rhymney Iron Company as recorded on the Tithe Map of 1841 held by the Library of Wales. The names of Crawshaw and Bailey and Benjamin Hall appeared early in 1806, and as discussed in Echoes of Rhymney by E. Edwards, we are told the Rhymney Iron Company was formed on November 14, 1837 by the consolidation of the Bute and Union Ironworks. Thus, in 1841, we see the extent of ownership of lands and buildings on the Tithe Map. The Tithe Map of Bedwellty 1841 encompasses the area of Ebbw, Bryn Mawr, Tredegar and Rhymney extensively. It identifies fields by number and gives details of the tithe amount originally charged on the property. This tithe was originally a valuation of 10% of the production of the property enjoyed by the Roman Catholic Church up until the reign of Henry VIII and the dissolution of the monasteries. The tithe was taken up by the titled nobility, granted the land's ownership and all use thereof. In continuing with the tithe as a form of tax, originally of goods, this eventually converted to coin of the realm, and an income was provided to absent landlords by their tenants. The occupiers of the Bedwellty Tithe lands comprise Tredegar Iron Company, David Davis, Matthew Fothergill, the Sir Howie and Ebu Vale Iron Company, Gregory Perrott, Edmund Howells, Rhymney Iron Company, Lewis Thomas, John Lewis, Thomas Davis, Lewis James, Richard Fothergill Esquire, William Davis, Henry Marsh Esquire, Richard Davis, John William George, William Hopkins, Edmund Evans, Mary Lewis, Thomas Williams, Benjamin Isaac, Paul and Morgan, Lewis Jenkins, John Watkins, Edmund Williams Esquire, James Davis, James Gwilym, Edmund James, Richard Lewis, John Powell, James Llewellyn, Ezekiah Jones, William Roberts, Lewis Isaac, James Jacobs, Henry Jones, Edmund Rees, Edmund Lewis, Amelia Saunders, James Hopkins, Edmund James Joseph Phillips, Jacob Isaac, Rachel Isaac, Philip Jenkins, Sir Charles Morgan Baronet, Richard Powell, Matthew Fothergill, Morgan Jones, Thomas Cleres, John Mogridge Esquire, Reverend James Yorath, Sir Benjamin Hall, John Hopkins, Joseph Bailey Esquire and Crawshaw Bailey Esquire, William Davis, Llewellyn, Morgan Davis, William Pugh, John Jones, William Jones, Henry Thomas, David Wynne Jr., William Price, William Davis, Anne Price, Edmund Williams Esquire, Thomas Williams, David Wynne Sr., the Sir Howie and Ebu Vale Iron Company, Isaac Edwards, Henry Marsh Esquire, David Treharne, William Lewis, David Rees, David Evans, George Evans, William Powell, Thomas Reynolds, Rachel Davis, Davis James, William James, Edward Jenkins, Reverend William Jones, Lewis, John Thomas, Rhymney Railway Company, Thomas Feltham, Thomas Havard, Isaac Jenkins, William Jenkins, David Lewis, Thomas Pratt, John Walters, David Wynne Jr., David Anthony, David Davis, William Edmonds, Thomas Ellis, James Gifford, David James, John James, David Jenkins, Mary Jones, Theophilus Lewis, David Lloyd, Edward Lloyd, Edmund Matthews, William Meredith, William Morgan and Thomas Morgan, Anne Oliver, David Paul, Philip Phillips, William Phillips, William Rees, Morgan Thomas, Watkins and Elizabeth Watkins, Edward Williams, Evan Williams, Mary Williams, Crawshaw Bailey Esquire, William Barwell, Thomas Bevan, John Bevan and Mary Edwards, William Burris, Jacob Coggins, Abraham Coleman, Sir Howie Tram Road Company, Margaret Coslet, William Daniel, Charles Probert and Thomas David, Benjamin Davis, Daniel Davis Esquire, Edward Davis, Isaac Davis, John Davis, Roger Davis, William Davis and Daniel David, William Duggins, Gad Edwards, William Edwards, William Edwards and Philip Phillips, John Evans, Thomas Evans, Thomas Evans and Daniel Isaac, Henry George, John Hall, Job Harris, Thomas Harris, Reese Harry, George Henley, John Hobbs, Joseph Holmes, Samuel Humphrey Esquire, William Howells and Mary Watkins, Benjamin Hughes, John Hughes, William Hughes, George James and John James, Joseph James, Jonathan James, David Jenkins, Job Jenkins, Thomas Jenkins, Evan Jones and others, Lewis Jones, William Jones, Ebenezer Jones and Mary Walters, David Lawrence, Capel Henry Lee Esquire, Daniel Lewis, Edward Lewis, Evan Lewis, Henry Lewis, Morgan Lewis, Sarah Lewis, Thomas Lewis, John Llewellyn, Matthew Matthews, Matthew Mogridge Esquire, Abraham Morgan, Isaac Morgan, John Morgan, Mary Morgan, Thomas Morgan, William Morgan, John Morris, John Nicholas, Jacob Owen and Morgan Davis, John Owens, Richard Painter, John Perks, William Perrott, Anthony Phillips, David Phillips, Robert Phillips Esquire, Sir Thomas Phillips Knight, Thomas Powell Esquire, Reese Price, John Prosser, Edward Pugh, Morgan Rees, Richard Rees, Lewis Richards, Henry Roberts, William Harris and Thomas Head, Mary Roberts, Samuel Roberts, Thomas Rosser, Edward Rowland, James Stendeth, George Stokes, sundry occupiers, Benjamin Taylor, Evan Thomas and David Rosser, Howell Thomas, Charles Thomas, Edward Thomas and William Rees, Henry Thomas and Benjamin Thomas, Thomas Thomas Jr., William Thomas, Elizabeth Treasure, William Tucker, William True and others, John Walter, Thomas Walter, Mary Waters, David Williams, Edmund Williams Esquire and John William George, Elizabeth Williams, Isaac Williams, Juan Williams, Richard Williams, Rossa Williams, Sarah Williams, Thomas Williams Sr. and Jr., William Williams, John Williams and Mary Lewis. Many of the family names will still be found in Rhymney, in place names and in the families who are still in existence in this area. We finally look at the Rhymney map with the overlay of the Tithe Map of 1841, where you can see the development that has gone on since 1841. This will prove of interest to a few people.